Every once in a while, I'll stumble on a news article so brain-meltingly, soul-crushingly stupid that the only socially acceptable response is...
Same. That's me every time I go to Twitter. It's fine.
Such was the case yesterday with this absolute corker from Variety,
Uh-oh.
that always reliable bastion of respectable, impartial journalism. Disney...
Bro, who the fuck reads journalist websites anymore? Who?
Disney's Boy Trouble. Studio seeks original IP to win back Gen Z men amid Marvel Lucasfilm struggles.
You had my curiosity, but now you have my attention.
Leadership at Walt Disney Studios has been pressing Hollywood creatives in recent months.
I have a feeling that Disney is in that era where they will realize that if they own the IP for a bunch of nerdy shit, then they actually have to get the boys back in. They are slowly realizing that as much as it works to bring in the ladies, the girls don't give two fucks about the sci-fi and nerdy shit. Well, duh, dude.
Multiple sources tell Variety for movies that will bring young men back to the brand in a meaningful way.
Are you serious?
Oh, really? Tell me, why would you have to do something like that? I mean, you've spent years telling us that men are irrelevant now, that nobody needs or wants those mean, stinky boys polluting culture with their toxic masculinity, that male and pale is stale, that the future is female.
I hate that so much. The future is female. Listen, if we would be like, is it snails who can fuck themselves? I think it's snails or slugs or something. If we would be like that, I would be like, yeah, sure. The future is female, of course. I can just fuck myself and breed on my own. But as long as we still need the homies, you know, maybe let's not just pick and choose for one.
Why do you care about attracting men to your brand all of a sudden?
Captain America, Brave New World. I hate you. I hate you so much. You have no idea how much intense hatred I feel for this guy. I hate you. Every time I see you, you ruin something you're in. I hate you. Dude, I'm still salty about the Netflix show. Why? It's because of the Netflix show. Which title I can't say because I'm too smooth. The Cyberpunk series. You know, the one with like the guy who is no. Altered Carbon, yes. I was so into Altered Carbon. I loved it. First season, chef kiss. I fucking loved it. And then they bring this retard in and the whole entire show just goes out the window. That's it. I was so ready. He fucked it. I hated his character. I hate how he played it. I hate how mean he was to Poe. I was just like, fuck you and your fucking smooth face and just fuck you for ruining my TV show. Fuck you. Wait, is this the guy from Breaking Bread? Bread. I like him. He's a good guy. Replace him. Boom. In Breaking Bad, he was my favorite. I literally watched it till Gus died and then I quit. I hated Walter White. I'm sorry, I'm a hater. Breaking Bread. I didn't watch this. I am uninterested in this. I am actually interested in this, but I didn't have the chance to watch it yet.
Fuck.
And therein lies the rub, dear viewer. You might utterly despise men and everything they represent, but when it comes to that
Damn. Dude, she was kinda hot with the blonde hair. Damn.
increasingly uncomfortable meeting with the accountants every few months, well, it turns out that you kind of need them. Especially young men who seem to be quite a powerful demographic these days.
I can't believe that Amazon made a fanfiction where Galadriel hooks up with Sauron. Like, I know that I'm really fucking damn bad and I have fucked up fanfiction, but if Tolkien could see that, he would be rolling in his fucking grave. What? You don't know? It's literally Galadriel falls in love with Sauron. That's the series? Yeah, and chronically... So in the timeline, she's supposed to be already married, right? It's just like her husband is who the fuck knows where. Canonically? Chronologically? I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, chronologically. Point is, it was lame as fuck. Also, bring back my beautiful gay boys for the elves, okay? I don't want this mullet business. The fact that they made short-haired elves is fucking disgusting. I want my beautiful soft soy boys. He's a twink. He's not even a twink. He just has like a fucking comb over or something. Ah, it's awful. I hated it.
Days.
That's what makes the elves elf. Like, if they don't look like a beautiful femboy who has like golden long hair, it's not an elf. Dude, even Elrond looked like a twink boy, and he looked like fucking 50. But I believed it because his hair was silky and he looked like he came out of a L'Oreal commercial. Okay, I need my gay boys. I'm sorry, I'm not putting up with this. Oh, I may or may not be bisexual, perhaps on every second Friday. No. No, none of that business. I want my gay boys, okay? Shut the fuck up.
Let's see what else this stunning and brave article has to say, shall we? Numerous studies show that Gen Z men in particular are a lonely, gaming-obsessed group who were hampered in their formative years by COVID-19 lockdowns.
Oh, come on!
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there before this journalistic retardation goes any further. Let's be clear about one thing. Young men were not hampered in their formative years by the lockdowns or the patriarchy.
You guys are hampered. Congratulations. I'm the first one to tell you. You have been retardized by the virus. You're welcome.
Or global warming, or social injustice, or any of the other bullshit excuses you're gonna try to throw in to obfuscate the truth. They were hampered by an entertainment media complex that spent most of the past decade systematically trying to obliterate them from modern culture. They've been berated, insulted, deconstructed, mocked, lectured.
Wait. I'm sorry. What is on her? There's just water, right? It's just water.
Mocked, lectured, misrepresented, gaslit into believing their every natural instinct was wrong and evil, and simultaneously labelled as useless and irrelevant, but also somehow the cause of every negative thing that ever happens in the world.
Listen, it happens to me too. It's like I wake up, I make myself breakfast, I put my toast into the toaster. It only toasts one side of it. I blame the patriarchy. I make coffee. My coffee machine has the ground in it. I blame the patriarchy again.
Depending on which explanation is most expedient.
I'm so fucking tired. I thought I just needed a night's sleep, but it's more than that.
And every single time they've dared to defend themselves or push back in this completely one-sided war, they've been dismissed as sexist, misogynistic idiots and bullied or attacked into silence. Is it really that much of a surprise that after all of this, after realizing the deck is so hopelessly stacked against them that not only can they never be allowed to win, but they'll be actively punished for even
I'm sorry, this looks so bad. Oh my god, it literally looks like a World of Warcraft orc in like a pink party. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, that's awful. I can't believe they actually spent money on this. And they actually put it public. That's insane.
In the first place, they finally decided, fuck it, I'm just not playing anymore. And they hit back with the most powerful weapon left in their arsenal, their wallets. If companies like Disney decide to use their platform to beat young men over the head with the message that everything male is inherently bad, then I guess young men just won't watch their stuff anymore.
It's revolutionary. Wow. You mean you can do that? If you don't like something, you just don't watch it? What?
Not exactly rocket science, but holy fuck. This article and others like it will explore every possible
I don't even want to think about these Star Wars movies. It's been, how many years has it been? It's been at least like 5 fucking years or even more, and I'm still angry about it, what they did to it. Bork. Almost 10. No way. Was it really 10? 6? I don't know. It was just so angry.
Explanation, except the simplest and most obvious one. And I think we know.
Like, you don't understand how much I was into. I had posters of Anakin Skywalker on my wall. I was like, good night, sweet boy. Mwah. I loved him. I really loved him. Well, I don't have it anymore. And you kissed him? So what?
Why? It actually kind of reminds me of all those articles cropping up on feminist.
Man, where have you gone? Please come back. Where are you, man?
Websites these days decrying the lack of male attention after those very same sites.
Man, just leave women alone. These are the most bipolar articles I have ever seen. Just go away. Where have they gone? No, not you. Just fuck off. I'm so lonely.
Spent years complaining about men being too forward, too assertive, too interested, too creepy, and gosh darn it.
I just want you to leave me alone. That's crazy, bro. That's actually crazy.
Why can't they just leave us all alone? Gee, I wonder why they're not interested in dating anymore. It's a total mystery to me too, ladies. The irony is that Disney already had access to some of the biggest and most successful male-focused brands in history. And yes, both Star Wars and Marvel were decidedly male brands. That doesn't mean the ladies couldn't enjoy them too, and men.
I did. I loved it. Listen, I am proof that it was really good. Okay, I wasn't even a Jar Jar hater. I was a very, very mild-mannered Star Wars fan. I was like, yeah, this is cool.
And he did, in fact. But if I had to choose a gender most likely to...
Dude, I actually really can't believe it that they had so much material for Star Wars. And actually going with the, well, quote-unquote... route with like Luke and Mara Jade and like their kids and whatnot. They were just like, you know what? Nah, we are going to scrap it. And it was just so lame. Everything. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. When the first movie came out, I was like, you know what? Fine. And I had this idea that Finn is going to be like a Jedi. And like they are going to team up with Rey and they will like maybe fall in love or something. And I was like, I'm already seeing there will be like a nice budding romance and they will take back the Empire and whatnot. And they just nuked my boy. Like what the fuck was, the chemistry was there. They were sweet together. Finn had the fucking potential and then they just made him into nothing. I think they just sort of like wrote him out at the end. Finn was an idiot. You know who was the idiot? That purple-haired woman who was like, haha, I have a plan. And like Poe was like, I am shitting myself. I don't know what to do. So I'm just going to do some YOLO shit because I don't know what to do. And the purple-haired woman was like, haha, Poe, you're actually a retard because I had this plan all along. I just didn't tell you because I'm so smart. And now you ruined everything. And I was like, haha. And I was like, what? Yeah, Holdo. God, that was so bad. Oh, that was awful. There was no haha in it. God, it was really bad. Blah.
Gravitate towards a franchise about...
Also, do you remember when they had the spaceship blow up and there was fire in space? And I'm like still aggressively trying to come up with ideas how they have done that. Because, you know, you kind of don't have oxygen in space. But, like, you know, somehow Palpatine returned, so somehow there was fire in space. Like, who the fuck am I to judge? I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I don't know.
Space battles, adventure, ships, and technology.
I will never forgive them. Sorry, I'm pausing a lot, I know. That they actually had a good villain. I thought the Snoke was pretty fucking good. I was like, he's menacing, he's mysterious. I can get behind this. I am ready. I like the character design. It was really good. And they just killed him. Just like that. Only to pull back Palpatine? Are you joking? Yeah, sure. It wasn't like a best shit ever, but it's still better than the somehow Palpatine returned. It was Oh, it was awful. It gave me a whiplash, but not like a good way. It was so bad. You know what I expected? There was this one ending scene in the Solo movie where they teased Darth Maul. And I was like, that's it. Darth Maul is going to come back in this one. And I was so fucking ready. And there was nothing. There was no connection to why Darth Maul had a cameo in that fucking movie. And I was like, it must be. Like, Darth Maul must be like the high fucking Sith Lord. And maybe Snoke is under him or something. And it didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense. Because Solo should have had a sequel. It was awful. I never hated a movie more than Solo. It was so fucking bad. God.
Heroism and epic struggles for the fate of the universe.
I did not like Solo. I'm sorry, that one pun, what's your name? Han. Are you traveling alone? Yes. Then I guess your name is Solo because you travel solo, so your name is Han Solo. And I just felt my eyes roll back all the way up into my skull. All the way up. And then I decided that I cannot like this movie any longer. They explained why his name Han Solo when no one fucking cared why his name was Han Solo. It's imagine that they make a fucking scene where Anakin's mother comes back from the death and she walks on the cloud and it turns out her name is Skywalker. Shmi Skywalker because she fucking died and she walked in the skies. That's like the same fucking thing. No one gives two fuck.
Yeah, it's gonna be men. And that right there is perfectly okay. Men are allowed to have stuff that they like, and a lot of the
Wait, hold up. Wait, men are okay? Men are allowed to like? Since when? The fuck? What? What? What is it? What is it talking about? The big 25? Men liking things? The next time you're gonna tell me that they also deserve like happy endings and happy relationships? Ain't no way.
time, that stuff is going to be quite different from what women like. The problem is that only one side is ever expected to compromise and make concessions to accommodate the other, and I'll give you a little hint here. It's not women. Like, could you imagine for 1 second if they did a reboot of Sex and the City? Sorry, wait, another reboot. Only this time
I have never seen anything of Sex and the City. Never. Ever. I don't even know.
The female characters were gender swapped, the glamour and sophistication of the New York social scene was replaced with muscle cars and guns and girls in bikinis, and every episode had to include some tedious subtext about how difficult modern life is for men to navigate. I don't think it would go down very well.
Nah, it would be fine. We should do it. Sex and the City Homies Edition. And it's just a bunch of like boys just doing what the boys do.
Well, but there seems to be this weird cultural taboo around the idea of male-focused anything now, like catering specifically to men as a demographic is some moral crime that has to be addressed and corrected, instead of a smart and logical business decision from a company that should be all about giving the customer what they want. In the case of those male-oriented franchise that used to be a license to print money, because they used to understand their customers, the problem wasn't just the clunky attempts to court a female audience with a sudden influx of pandering, poorly written girl bosses who could magically do anything and were always right about everything. Even women hated that shit because they were more than smart enough to see right through it. No, the bigger problem was the active sabotage, marginalization, destruction, and outright pussification of the male characters to make way for them. I've been over this kind of thing a million times.
I don't even mind the pussification. Like, listen, like if you wanna put in like the more feminine homies, like I don't care. What I hate is that this is how the dynamic goes. Angry, loud woman who is unlikable and never been kind in her entire life goes up to men, yells at men. Man feels guilty, man shrinks away. Female feels like she had been winning, and then male is just becoming a cheerleader from behind. And it's like, hooray. So nice. Wow. Riveting. And I'm just like, come on.
Before, so I'm not going to bore you with all the examples like Han, Luke, Indiana Jones, Thor, Kylo Ren, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I still can't believe that they put in that scene when he drinks that green milk. And it was such a... like, I don't want to say... It's not a disgusting scene, but it's like such a humiliating scene. And there was absolutely no reason for it. Or blue, whatever the fuck. And it was just such an unnecessarily pathetic scene. For no reason. It's like, oh yeah, Luke is crazy. He just has fucking dementia. But of course, I don't know. Why? Did it have relevance other than grossing us out? No, not really.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, Nick Fury, and about 100 others I could...
I feel like that they wanted to make him a little bit like quirky. Like, you know how Yoda in the old movies were like very... He was like a senile old man who was basically yelling at the cloud and hitting Luke with his stick. And I feel like maybe that's what they tried to do, but it felt mean. Yeah, but that's the thing, that Yoda was pretending. So it's like, imagine this, that they decide to make a new movie. They watch the movies and they are like, okay, Yoda was crazy and a little bit senile and annoying, so we are going to put that into Luke, except they will miss the point. I feel like that's how it happened.
Name. The list of cultural assassinations is frankly mind-boggling at this point. The point, though, is that instead of becoming more accessible
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
to women, these franchises instead became increasingly hostile towards men, especially young and impressionable men who could really use some positive role models to aspire to. Instead, they found themselves getting lectured, berated, and disrespected by a studio that seemed to actively hate them. And that's the funny thing about young men, you see. They can, and often do, put up with a lot of shit in their daily lives, but the one thing they won't put up with is disrespect. Especially from a fucking company that wants them to part with their hard-earned money for their privilege. Add all these factors together and you get a conclusion so simple and obvious that I can't believe I'm even having to say it, but here we are. When you decide to treat half your audience as the enemy, that's exactly what you turn them into. You really do get what you fucking deserve, and in this case, Disney deserves to lose half their audience because they gave them absolutely no reason to stick around. But you know what? Rather than signing off with some smarmy little fuck you, I want to pull something positive out of this situation because it seems like even Disney are beginning to acknowledge how badly they've done wrong.
I'm gonna be honest with you, they are only acknowledging it because they don't earn money. They don't give two fucks. They just realize that there is a bunch of loud minority people. People? I don't know what happened to accent there. There's like a bunch of loud Karens who are like, oh, you have to do this, but they don't actually care about it. Yeah, the people. Who is like, oh yeah, the Force is female. Do. But then they don't fucking go and watch it, but they watch like, I don't know what the fuck they are watching. And then the guys are going there and it's like, this fucking shit. I don't want to see this. And they just turn, like, it's like, do you guys remember when they remade just recently the Scooby-Doo series? And it's like so fucking weird. Because like, I'm gonna be honest with you, Velma was like a very nerdy fan favorite for the boys. Like, she was a little bit like short, a little bit chunky, but she was like nerd in a cute short skirt and the boys liked it. And now she's just like, she's a lesbian who eats out of a trash and just doesn't really shower, and it's like really weird and gross and crude. And everyone is just like, oh, that's kind of weird, you know? And like, the pretty boy is like very, very dumb. And Shaggy doesn't have his dog. Like, there's literally no Scooby-Doo in the Scooby-Doo remake. And it's just like, oh man. Yeah, it's so sad.
Yeah, the
No
admission's only
dog.
been forced grudgingly out of them by sheer financial necessity, but it's something at least. And never let it be said that the drinker doesn't offer a helping hand to those in need. So if I could offer a few pieces of advice,
Sad.
speaking as someone of the male persuasion here, I'd say they have to come to terms with a few realities about their situation.
I'm just so sad that they actually managed to get the base cast. Like, you had Han Solo, you had Leia, you had Luke, and you fumbled so hard. And then Leia just fucking died of cringe, so you cannot even do anything about it. And Harrison Ford is just like, you know what? Don't even talk to me. You fucking suck. In an alternate universe, we had the perfect follow-up movie. I can't believe it. Kylo was the best part of the new trilogy? Yes. I really like the idea that, oh, you know, like, he actually tried to be like Darth Vader, but like his idea of it was very twisted and he went to the dark side, but he wasn't entirely on the dark side and he has to learn how to go back to the original side. And like, it was such a good idea. Kylo's actor did really well. Yeah, what's his name? Adam Driver, I believe. Yeah, he was really good.
The first reality is that not everything you make can appeal to everyone. And
listen, it wasn't revolutionary, like, but I liked it. Okay, he was charming. I was curious. I was invested. And then they made the second movie, and it was that annoying Asian chick who was dragging my boy Finn around in a fucking casino. And I was just like, Finn, please take out your gun and just shoot her. I'm begging you. Just spare me, spare yourself, do something. Just chuck her out into the abyss. Oh my god, how much I hated Rose. Oh my god.
Nor should you try. Movies like Barbie and Top Gun Maverick are proof that when you target a specific audience and give them exactly what they want without trying to dilute it down in the hopes of appealing to an even bigger market, you can and will make an absolute fortune. The second
I still haven't watched Barbie. I watched Oppenheimer instead.
reality is that any project revolving around adventure, science fiction, action, or technology, like
You still can. I think it was like free on Netflix. I'm sure it's fun.
say, I don't know, Star Wars and Marvel is probably gonna skew male. I don't know what to tell you, man, but men and women tend to be interested in different things and
What the fuck? First you tell me that men deserve to be happy. Now you're telling me that men and women are not exactly the same, not an identical copy of one-to-one. Now he's really getting cancelled. Too far, buddy. Too far.
no amount of social conditioning or deconstruction is ever going to change that. And if they're your two biggest franchises that you probably want to resurrect and get profitable again, then you're going to have to accept that your primary demographic is men and cater the content accordingly. The third reality is that you need to bring back masculine heroes if you want to get a male audience back.
What? Now he's really pushing it. Are you telling me that boys sometimes need to be boys? I can't believe it. This, in my stream, he keeps saying the M slur. He keeps talking about you guys like you would deserve it. But that's toxic. That's true. Disgusting. I bet he even wants females to fall in love with them. Disgusting. In 2025.
And I'm not talking about the safe, feminized, corporate-approved Pedro Pascal brand of masculinity that's basically just a woman with a mustache.
Dude, I liked Pedro Pascal, and lately he is weird. Like, I think he had really good roles in, like, Narcos and whatnot, and now he's just, like, a little bit strange. Lately, well, in, like, the past few years. I don't know. Always has been? I don't know. I couldn't tell. Pedro Pascal is funny. Let him be whimsical. Listen, if he's into that kind of shit, like, who am I to judge? It's just, I feel like maybe he became too popular and now he's just acting out or something. I don't know. I just get, like, a strange vibe about him. Like, if you would tell me that in a few years someone comes out and say that, oh, he did something too pushy and inappropriate, I wouldn't be surprised.
But the actual male archetype of masculinity that's been practically outlawed.
Probably some drugs. You might be right. I don't know. I mean, he's still okay.
in modern media. Men who are smart, capable, assertive, confident, complex, and maybe even a bit dangerous, who don't resort to verbal diarrhea or fold like a house of cards the moment a woman challenges them on something. Those are the kinds of characters that men have been drawn to for decades, and guess what? They still are. And no amount of guilt tripping or toxic masculinity bullshit is ever going to change that. The fourth and final reality is that everyone, men and women both, are fucking sick of girl bosses. They are, without a doubt.
I would rephrase. I like girl bosses when they are written well. Some of my favorite franchises and movies are about hot chicks in latex, okay? And they are girl bossing. And I am willing to bend over and watch them multiple fucking times. I don't like it when the characters are unlikable. But it's the same goes for like guys too. Like for example, I personally, don't even get at me. I hate Han Solo because he's a cocky prick, right? Like for me, he's too big-headed and too unlikable. I don't like him. The same goes for like all these like female, whatever, like the Captain Marvel kind of chick.
One of the most obnoxious products of modern culture. They've ruined practically everything they've been crowbarred into, and they have to go.
But did you not know that actually the orcs are misunderstood in the Lord of the Rings and they actually have happy families and they just want to settle down? That's a troll? No, yeah, but I'm talking about the orcs. You know, the Uruk-hai is actually loving family people. You don't understand. Saruman was just giving them jobs, okay? He was raising them literally from the ground to give them good jobs.
Crowbarred into, and they have to go. That doesn't mean for 1 second that you can't have intelligent, complex, capable, and well-written female characters that push and rival their male counterparts. In fact, you absolutely should. But the days of one-sided contests where women always have to win to put men in their place, or invincible power fantasies that are either the writer's revenge fanfiction or walking inferiority complexes are well and truly over. Women don't relate to them, and men, particularly young men that have been force-fed a diet of this crap for most of their lives, are actively repulsed by anything that has them in it. Now, all of this stuff probably seems completely obvious and common sense to you, but fuck me, it feels...
I just can't believe that they cast... Like, Galadriel in The Lord of the Rings was like... You know, she was like... scary, but gorgeous. And very feminine. And this girl just... She looks like she wants to talk to your manager. She's about to complain that her favorite pumpkin spice latte is not in stock yet.
Probably seems completely obvious and common sense to you, but fuck me, it feels like common sense is in short supply in Hollywood these days. But I think the big takeaway from all of this is that men as a demographic are not all that difficult to please. Treat them with a bit of respect, give them the things that they enjoy, and you'll be surprised how quickly they come around. On the other hand, ignore and attack them, and well, I think we've seen where that road leads.
Down.
Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Go away now.
Go away now. I like this one. This one was nice. Oh, see? All men's fault. This is all your fault. Thank you for understanding that this was all your fault, actually. Disney. I don't like Disney anymore. I used to. I used to watch literally anything that came out of Disney, and now I see Disney and it's like a fucking red flag. I'm like, I can't. Hey, Mata! Thank you! Dune 3 will hit a Billy. I think Dune 3 will be fine. I really like the guy who is making Dune. I believe in that guy. Hot take, I even like the TV show. I know it was a little bit of a hit or miss. About the Bene Gesserit. I can't wait for season 2. I'm ready. I'm so ready. Yeah, the director don't care about woke shit. He's really good. Yeah, I really like. For me, the TV show could have been like a little bit. I don't know. There was a few parts where it was dragging, but it was good. Yeah, there is a... It's not a Dune per se. It's about the Bene Gesserit before they became the Bene Gesserit. I forgot what the TV show is called. I don't remember. Was it called Dune Prophecy? Awakening? You guys are mixing it up with the game, no?